Now in today's video, we're taking a look at power solutions for all of your power hungry devices. So if you're looking for a portable power option that's going to power not only your iPhone or your Samsung phone, but you're looking for something that's going to work on your laptop, your MacBook, your iPad, your Samsung tablet, any device that can charge via cable, then you'll want to check out this product that we're taking out from CUKTECH. This is the CUKTECH 15 Ultra, and this is a super portable power bank that delivers up to 140 watts of power. What does that mean? That means that it's going to be able to power many of your devices, charge them sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times, sometimes more, depending on the size that you're charging. So we'll take a look at the features, why you'll want to consider this, and we'll see it charging in action. Let's get right to it. Now, this is a really compact power bank given the size, and you have a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, which means that this is going to be travel safe for you to travel on planes, trains, automobiles, have it in your backpack. Can it fit in a purse? Yeah, it could fit also in a purse too, even in your back pocket, but it's a little chunky and it is a little heavy because it's a battery. 140 watts of power, which means that it's also capable of charging a laptop as long as you can connect it via USB-C. Now, you also have a couple ports here that you're going to see. A USB-A port that's capable of delivering a total max power of 18 watts, USB-C total power of 65 watts, and then you have one cable that's going to be able to deliver 140 watts of power. So each one of these ports is going to give you a different delivery method. It also features a front-facing display, which you're going to see in a couple seconds, that actually will give you a display of the output of the experience that you're having right there. So it's going to tell you on screen. So I think that that's also super powerful. The point here is that you have that flexibility, that portability, and let's face it, most phones, most tablets don't come with power bricks anymore. So having something that you can power no matter where you are is definitely not a nice to have, but a must have. So let's get right to it. Now in the box, you can find a couple accessories. The first thing you're going to have is this little travel bag, which is going to be really nice. I'm somebody that I don't like my stuff getting scratched. I know that's kind of weird, but it's that's how I roll. And what you also get is this high-speed data cable that you're going to be able to use for charging as well. And this charging brick, by the way, is going to be able to support fast charging. So if you have an iPhone or an Android device like the Samsung that has those super fast charging rates, it should be able to support that as well. And here what you have is the battery. And you can see that the battery is a decent sized battery. You can see it right here. If you were to compare it to your S25 Ultra, this is what you're looking at. If you're going to compare it to your iPhone, that's what you're looking at, right? So it's a couple iPhones, maybe 3 iPhones thick, or the same thing would be with the Samsung phones. But it's going to give you, again, that power to power all your devices. It does have, it's pretty simple, right? So this is the 15 Ultra. You basically have your ports here, your 2 USB-A and your USB-C. I'd say the one thing I would have liked to see in this model is having a retractable cable. We just looked at another product that had a retractable cable, and I'm a super fan of that stuff. You do have a really nice, generous display here that's going to show you details about your battery, charging rate, and there's a menu, right? You'll be able to navigate through it and actually make configuration choices or changes if that's something you'd like to do. We're going to leave it, pretty much standard. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at charging, because that's what you're really here for. Can it charge super fast as you would expect? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put it into one of these ports. We have the display there that's going to give us some information. And then what I'm going to be doing is looking to see if I'm going to get the super fast charging, right? That's that teal or light blue charging that comes out. So we're going to connect it. And you see how that came up, and it's a super fast charging. This is what we want. That's what you want in a battery that's going to be able to do that. Now keep in mind that you could plug this into your MacBook, your a Windows laptop. As long as you can charge USB-C, you're going to be able to do that. So I'm going to grab another cable that I have that I know is fast charging, and I'm going to plug it in, and I want to see what's going to happen. Typically with some batteries, when you plug them in, you get a power renegotiation taking place, right, where the power gets reset. And I want to see if that's going to be the place here, or how it's going to work. So we're going to plug in our iPhone. Our iPhone is now charging, and we'll see pretty soon that the charging display, let's go ahead and go to the beginning again, so we can see what's going on here. You can see that we are charging. It's giving us information about the charging rate, what is being required from each one of the phones, and again, all these statistics are going to be important to you if you're really looking at power management. Now, one of the things I did notice is when I plugged it in is that it didn't renegotiate the power. And let's do that one more time, because some devices do that, right? They recalculate. So I unplugged it. You can see right there that the power rating went down. So now we are, it looks like it's telling us what the duration of the battery is, because we now have only one device connected. But I'm looking for renegotiation, which would mean this guy would do like a little sound, bong, right? And then you would see the actual charging rate again. Let's see if that happens. Now this one's charging, but nothing took place here. And I have still the charging rate is taking place, right? So you have that super fast charging is taking place, which is definitely what you want. So the cool thing about this is that while both of these are charging at the same time, and it basically says that I have an hour and 22 minutes left, because it's really, these guys are drawing a lot of power from the battery. You don't have to worry about any kind of power reset. Now, the power resets that I'm talking about, that cycling, they don't damage your phone. It just means that the device is kind of recalibrating itself to distribute power throughout. Remember, this is going to be able to deliver up to 140 watts. The 140 watts is going to be dependent on the device you connect to it. The more that device wants, the more power it's going to draw. And then what you'll see here is, your battery life would be, again, relative to the power draw and the device that is sucking that power. So far for me, this is definitely a great solution. You can see that it's charging both devices at the fastest possible rate. And I love how compact this is. This is the kind of battery that I can easily put in my backpack, side pocket, or, in your back pocket if that's what you needed to do. I probably wouldn't do that, but you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and unplug these both. And right now, based on what it drew, basically we ended up with 97%. So you can see how fast this thing is discharging, which means that it's charging these devices. So that is our review of this 15 or 140 watt charger, right? That can charge multiple devices, laptops, tablets, phones, earbuds, and more. Make sure you check it out.